ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom Burns, and we're here to watch we're here to do another reaction video, and this reaction video is top 10. I'm sorry, let me get myself into the camera. I thought I was out of it then. This video is called. This video is top 10 saddest cartoon episodes. Now, this is bound to be sad, so I'm going to make it a try not to cry challenge. The link to the video will be in the description down below, and if you want more reaction videos like this from me, hit the subscribe button down below. This, by the way, this video is by Watch Mojo. Definitely go and watch their videos. They're a good channel.
Ready for a good cry? You'd better be.
Well. Looks like Ice King is up to bad biscuits, brudda.
Bad biscuits make the baker broke, bro.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 saddest cartoon episodes. For this list, we're taking a look at cartoon episodes that provided us with the most feels.
Chaz, I think it's time you shared these things with Chucky.
Well, I'm just afraid he'll miss her.
Then you can miss her together.
We'll be excluding anime because those shows deserve a tear-jerking list of their own.
What is going on in there?
I have no idea.
Number 10, Code of Hero, Beast Wars Transformers.
Destiny has one great test in store for us all. Has mine already come? And have I failed it?
Is a villain truly a villain if he sacrifices himself for the sake of good? After starting as a follower of the evil Predacon leader Megatron, Dinobot rebels against him and ends up with the heroic Maximals.
Optimus here. What is it, Dinobot?
Code Red, situation extreme.
However, some still see him as evil. So Dinobot is determined to show them he's no longer the monster they think he is.
I am a warrior. Let the battle be joined.
He's given that opportunity when he finds himself facing a Predacon onslaught with no backup, and fights to the death to save a group of proto-humans that will eventually give birth to the human race.
One lonely turncoat, battling on against impossible odds. I'm almost touched.
Dinobot succeeds in thwarting their plans, but is mortally wounded in the process. Unable to help him, the Transformers leave their fallen comrade with one final salute.
He lived a warrior and died a hero. Let his spark join the Matrix, the greatest of Cybertron.
Number 9, Rose's Scabbard, Steven Universe.
Sometimes, I wonder if she can see me through your eyes.
Everyone grieves the loss of a loved one differently.
Pearl, you have to tell me what's wrong.
Sometimes, you even sound like her.
In Pearl's case, she pushes away her friend Steven, the son of a woman she followed, respected, and loved deeply. After accompanying the crystal gems to the strawberry battlefield, Steven begins to uncover many new truths about his late mother, and starts to see that Pearl never got the closure she needed on their relationship.
Why'd she keep so many secrets?
She had to, Steven. It's the mark of a great leader.
This becomes even clearer when Pearl lashes out after discovering that Rose may have kept secrets from her.
She probably just wanted to protect you like everyone else.
What do you know? You've never even met her!
Denying the fact that anyone was closer to Rose than she was, Pearl runs away upset. But eventually she realizes there's no better way to stay close to her late friend than by sharing her memories of Rose with Steven. Number 8, Game Over, Reboot.
You're all I have left. Now you be careful out there. I don't know what I do.
Hey, don't get all mushy on me. You're a commander, remember?
Unfortunately for the citizens of Mainframe, these games don't come with extra lives.
We've got a problem. The user only has to beat 5 opponents to win the game.
In the midst of a war against the virus Megabyte, the system's user sends a game down onto the city.
How many more must suffer before Megabyte is stopped?
In an attempt to save that section of Mainframe, Enzo, along with his friend Andrea and loyal dog Frisket, jump into the Mortal Kombat-style fighting game to defeat the user.
You can't speak in these things.
The game proves to be more than the young Guardian and his friends can handle, however. And after Enzo is dealt a crippling blow during the final battle, the story moves to the perspective of those outside the game as they wait for it to end. As the purple GameCube begins to disappear, we hear for the first time the most frightening words ever uttered in the series.
Game over.
Here it goes. Get ready.
The user wins.
Number 7. Heart of Ice, Batman the Animated Series.
Humanity, compassion, charity. Where were those pretty words when she needed to hear them?
Some Batman villains just want to watch the world burn. Some want to see it freeze, but the reason why might surprise you.
Take it easy, man. I got you.
Leave him. He should have been more careful.
The Dark Knight has a tendency to fight baddies that are victims of circumstance. Take Mary Dahl, for example, whose eternal youth was more curse than blessing. However, Heart of Ice sees the Caped Crusader face the diabolical Mr. Freeze.
Freeze! That's Mr. Freeze to you.
The Daytime Emmy Award-winning episode follows Batman as he chases this former GothCorp scientist, whom he discovers is solely seeking revenge on GothCorp CEO Ferris Boyle for turning him into a monster and essentially sentencing his wife to death.
Tonight I mean to pay back the men who ruined my life. Our lives.
Ultimately, Batman does apprehend the villain and sends him off to Arkham Asylum, where Freeze can only mourn his loved one.
I can only beg your forgiveness and pray you'll hear me somehow.
Number 6. I Remember You, Adventure Time.
Stop acting crazy!
I just want to be loved!
Sometimes it takes a true friend to remind you of who you really are.
Do you like me?
Of course I do, you old jerk!
In a desperate attempt to win the affection of a princess, as is his way, the Ice King seeks out Marceline the Vampire Queen to help him write a song.
Wow, I wrote that? Hot stuff.
This songwriting session gets all too real when Marceline tries to remind the wizard of his life before he found the magic crown that drove him nuts and erased his memories.
This magic keeps me alive, but it's making me crazy, and I need to save you. But who's going to save me?
Saddened by the reality of the situation, Marceline opts to bond with her old friend the only way she can. And we are left watching a touching flashback scene where we see how the two met and became friends in the aftermath of the Mushroom War. Number 5. A Charlie Brown Christmas.
I think there must be something wrong with me, Linus. Christmas is coming, but I'm not happy. I don't feel the way I'm supposed to feel.
What is Christmas all about? The always emo Charlie Brown's depressive state reaches an all-time low in this classic Christmas special as he contemplates why the holiday spirit eludes him.
What's the matter, Charlie Brown? Don't you think it's great? It's all wrong.
Against his better judgment, Chuck takes Lucy's advice and directs the school's nativity play. But this just makes matters worse when he's met with jeers from his classmates after failing to produce an adequate Christmas tree.
What kind of a tree is that? You are supposed to get a good tree. Can't you even tell a good tree from a poor tree?
Although Linus's poignant speech cheers him up temporarily, Charlie Brown is in such a deep emotional hole, the only thing that can yank him out of it for good is the sight of his friends showing his little tree some TLC and belting out Christmas carols. It's all so simple.
Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown!
Number 4. Life of Brian.
God.
Family Guy.
We're all gonna miss him, Peter. We're all gonna miss him very much.
After one of their many trips to the past goes awry, Stewie and Brian agree to destroy their time machine.
This time machine has almost killed us 100 times, Brian. And yesterday was just too close a call.
However, fate is cruel, and Stewie immediately regrets this decision when Brian is struck by a car and critically injured, ultimately uttering his last words from the operating table.
You've given me a wonderful life. I love you all.
Reality sets in for Stewie when he realizes that repairing the time machine is impossible, and so the grieving process must begin.
Oh dear, Rupert. Without those capacitors, it'll be completely impossible to build a functioning time machine. I guess that means Brian is really gone for good.
To help the family cope with their loss, Lois and Peter bring home a new dog named Vinny. But while he is able to emote with Stewie about his lost friend, Vinny can't replace the void left by Brian in the Griffin household.
He was my best friend. You're not supposed to lose your best friend at my age. You're not supposed to lose him ever.
Number 3, Mother Simpson, The Simpsons.
Well, how about this? This thing says my mother's still alive. She died when I was a kid.
When a show is on as long as The Simpsons, it's bound to turn to the bittersweet every now and then.
Oh, Mom, I'm sorry I never come to see you. I'm just not a cemetery person.
The moment when Lisa says goodbye to her substitute teacher always gets us sniffling. But it's the mystery you never knew you wanted solved surrounding the whereabouts of Homer's mother that makes our list.
I can't believe you're here. Dad always told me you died while I was at the movies.
This melancholy episode sees Homer joyfully reunited with his long-lost mother Mona after 27 years.
Hey, everybody! I got a big surprise for you! Presenting my mother!
The two make up for lost time, but soon it's revealed that it's Mona's troubled history with the law that's kept her away so long. And it forces her away again, leaving her son with a hole in his heart.
Don't worry, Homer. You'll always be a part of me.
At least this time, however, they're able to share a heartfelt goodbye.
At least this time I'm awake for your goodbye.
Oh, Homer.
Number 2, Mother's Day, Rugrats.
I remember the first time I saw my mom. I think I was in a fish tank or something.
Nothing prepares you for the heartbreaking reality of having to reveal this kind of truth to your child.
It's all right, Chucky. Don't be scared.
The babies celebrate their first Mother's Day experience by crafting presents for their beloved moms.
We done got a present for our mom, Philip. Oh, I got a piece of candy I've been saving.
But this only draws attention to the fact that Chucky doesn't have a mother. The episode sees him searching for a surrogate mom and thinking about what he's missing.
I wish I could remember stuff like that. Don't you remember ever having a mom? Nope.
It turns out that due to Chucky's tender age, his father has withheld information about his son's mother, hoping he could shield him from the pain of missing her.
Chucky, this is your body.
With support from the other parents, Chaz decides to introduce Chucky to his mother via a box of her belongings. Go ahead. We dare you not to cry.
My sweet little Chucky, though I must leave you
behind me, this poem will tell you where you always can find me.
Before we unveil our pick for Saddest cartoon episode, here are some honorable mentions.
Tara, destroy me, quick. What?
Come on. Isn't that what you came for?
Elisa,
Yeah, I know. You're as relieved as I am that things are back to normal.
That's not what I was going to say.
I know. But that's the way it is.
Everywhere you go for the rest of your life, everyone will know that you're imperfect.
Bunny! Oh no! She exploded! But why? I guess she was unstable and the blast broke her down into her original ingredients.
Number 1, Jurassic Park, Futurama.
Attaboy, Seymour. Right here waiting for me as always.
If you're ever given the opportunity to travel 1,000 years into the future, consider what you might be leaving behind.
I won't be gone long, Seymour. Just wait here till I come back.
In pizza delivery boy Philip J. Fry's case, one thing he abandoned was his lucky 7-leaf clover. But fortunately, as we learn in another tear-jerking episode, his nephew put that to good use.
Don't you forget about me.
Fry also left his dog Seymour back in the year 2000.
His name was Seymour. He was once intimate with the leg of a wandering saxophonist. He had wet dog smell, even when dry, and he was not above chasing the number 29 bus.
When he unearths a fossil of his long-lost pal in the 31st century, Fry chooses to bring Seymour back as a clone.
So will Seymour remember how to sing Walking on Sunshine? Amazingly, yes!
However, he ultimately decides against the procedure, thinking that the pooch will have forgotten their friendship.
I'll never forget him. But he forgot me a long, long time ago.
All it takes is one heart-wrenching flashback for us to learn that that could not be further from the truth.
What's he so worked up about?
He's just upset because our boy's missing. Come on, you overgrown rat. Lead us to Philip.
Do you agree with our list?
No.
Which cartoon?
Well, I've never seen any of them apart from the Family Guy one, the Simpsons one. That's it. That's the only two I've seen. Oh, and the Futurama one. That was number one. Very sad. Very sad. But I didn't cry. I passed the challenge. I don't even know if to class it as a challenge, really. I think I might just leave the challenge part out. But, yeah, very sad video. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you can still see me because it's going dark around me now. Anyway, the link to the video will be in the description down below. And if you want more reaction videos like this from me, hit the subscribe button down below. Thank you. Bye-bye.